Hello and welcome to a short introduction to 2D modeling using Corel to prepare to use the laser. First, we'll click on the Windows icon and click on All Programs. Scroll down till you see Corel Draw Graphics Suite, click on the folder, and then open Corel Draw 7, it's the green icon. If this is the first time you have used Corel on this computer, it may take a long time to load. If it asks about your account, click on the Close button. When it finally opens, it may play a welcome video. You can close that by clicking on the little X. First, we will create a new drawing file. Click on the File menu, and then click on New. The default name will be Untitled 1. Let's change that to something a lot better.
Begin with your last name. This is a 2D project, and your material is a popsicle stick. So Keys 2D Popsicle is the name of my file. It will be easy to remember.
You need to change the size of the sheet you're working on. So we're going to have it as the width of 24 inches and a height of 18 inches. These are the dimensions of the laser cutter. And then click OK. As you can see when the sheet opens, you have rulers visible on your toolbar. The top left corner of the page is at 0 in the X direction and at 18 in the Y direction. We want to actually set that as our origin, as if this were an XY coordinate system. So I'm going to right-click on the left ruler, and I'm going to choose Ruler Setup. For the origin, I want to keep the horizontal at 0, but change the vertical to 18. Then I click OK. Now I can see that the ruler in the vertical, or the Y direction, is at 0, and in the X, it's 0 as well. We're going to pause here so you can measure your popsicle stick.
You and your partner should measure both popsicle sticks and write the dimensions in your notebooks. The digital caliper is very easy to use. Measure the height and the width of the popsicle stick. Compare your measurements with your partner. They may not be exactly the same.
Now you need to draw your popsicle stick on the paper
as you will place it on the actual laser. As you can see in this picture, we will place them right by the origin, one above the other. Now we need to draw our popsicle stick. A popsicle stick is basically a rectangle with round ends. So I choose the rectangle tool and I draw a rectangle.
Now right now it's quite large. It's 11 inches by 3 inches. That's way bigger than our popsicle stick.
So I enter the correct dimensions for my popsicle stick.
You should use the dimensions that you and your partner found.
Now my drawing is the right size, but it's in the wrong place.
According to this, the X coordinate is 7.956 to the center of the object.
I click on the top left box of this icon to set the object origin to the top left corner of the object. Then I enter X0, Y0 so that the object is positioned by the origin correctly.
Now, this doesn't look like a popsicle stick because it has squared edges, so we need to fillet those edges. Right up here is the round corner tool.
Because I want the ends to be complete semicircles, I'm going to enter half my vertical dimension in the space for the corner radius. If that was a full circle, this would be the radius of that circle.
And because of the lock, it will edit all the corners to be exactly the same. So it rounds them all very nicely. That is the shape of my popsicle stick, but I already actually have a popsicle stick. I don't actually need to cut it out. What I want to do is just show myself on the screen how much space I have to work with for my design. I'd like you to put your name on your popsicle stick, but then you can also draw something.
You can also make cutouts or cut parts of it off.
So first I'll put my name on there. I click on the text tool, and I'm going to click right on there and type my name. I don't really like that font, and there's hundreds to choose from here, so choose one that you like better. There's a lot of flexibility here because the laser can do a lot of very fine detail. So the placement is not where I want it, but the text is fine, the size is fine for me. I'm going to use the pick tool to select it and drag it to where I want it to be. I could actually stretch it if I wanted to. I can change it. I can go back and change the font. You might have to click on the text tool to be able to get back in there to actually edit the text. You can click on text properties to do a lot more customization. In addition to your name, you can include an etched design or a cutout. Some of the tools included in Corel include the artistic media tools. One of my favorites is the sprayer. Within that, you have many options for different types of characters and spray patterns that you could create. You can even choose food shapes if you'd like.
When you find a pattern you like, draw a line and the pattern appears. They appear too large to fit on my popsicle stick, so I can change the size, and I can also change the sequence they appear in.
You can play with the settings as much as you'd like, but everything must fit on your popsicle stick. In honor of Halloween, I'm choosing this bat.
You can also cut things out. So if I want to cut out a shape, I click on the polygon tool, and then I tell it how many sides to have. So if a hexagon would have 6 sides, I click and drag to create the hexagon.
Now, if I want that to actually cut out, I have to change that to hairline thickness, line thickness, because that is the indication to the laser that the item should be cut out. Other thicknesses just mean etch. So now that I have mine finished, I'm actually going to delete the popsicle shape from around it.
So I click on the select tool and select the popsicle shape and hit the delete key on my keyboard.
And save just the images where I want them to be within the popsicle stick area. I'm going to save this file, and I'm going to save as, just so I make sure I know where it's getting saved. And I have my desktop selected. The file name will be Keys 2D Popsicle, and it will be saved on my desktop. And now I need to upload my file to my Google Drive folder and submit it to my teacher to check.
So I open Chrome and I go to drive.google.com.
And sign in. Don't forget to type in the @coloradoacademy.org.
Type in my password and click sign in.
In my Drive, I open up my Computer Science and Innovations class folder, and I drag the Keys 2D Popsicle file from my desktop onto Drive, and it uploads automatically. After it's finished uploading, I'm going to share the link with my teacher using the form.
You will find a link to the form on the class website, or you can use the short link shown here.
I choose my teacher's class, and this is for the laser cutter, so I choose that. I don't have to worry about what color. I need to paste the link to the file here.
So I return to my Google Drive.
In here, I can right-click and click Get Shareable Link. The link gets copied to the clipboard, and I paste it right in that space. I click Submit.
So now I've submitted my link to my document for my teacher to review.
Your partner will also create a file in Corel and submit that as well, so we can print both of them very quickly. You can see when I put the file windows next to each other, mine will be the popsicle placed closest to the origin, and Miss Bronston's would be the one placed below it. We do not want to have the popsicle shape around them on the file, though, because we don't need to etch that or cut that. They're already popsicle shaped. So we have 2 files here.
You and your partner will both have saved them in Google Drive and shared the link with your teacher through the form. While you wait for your teacher to check your work, review the safety presentation on the website and complete the safety quiz. Thanks for watching.